Hello, America. Hello, world. To the two trophy dads. You can either take hot tubs or college education.
I want that college education.
Okay, let it rip. And remember, folks, we are teachers, but you're going to be really surprised with my take.
Yeah. I'm going to say right now in this day and age, it's overrated.
I agree totally.
With an asterisk. Yep. I'm not doing a push.
Yeah, I'm with you.
A college education is only useful today if you are specialized to where you have to have that degree to get a job. Most colleges today, the crap that they teach, it will not help you.
Yeah.
It's a money racket. It's way too expensive. They don't teach anymore a lot of the basic stuff. They're teaching more politics than anything, especially your liberal arts. And they make up these like university studies program majors and just to get you in there, so you say I've got a 4-year degree, but your degree is worthless. You can't even get a job as a bank teller with that, you know. And so today, this is what I tell my students, and I have high school students. If you're going to go to college, specialize.
Yes.
Go in, a field where you have to have it. Now, in education, if you want to be a teacher, you have to have it. You have to. If you're going to be a doctor or a lawyer, you have to do those things. And go into a specialty to where, then that's fine because that's what it's for. If you're just going to go in and, waste your time, go to a trade school.
Absolutely.
Go learn how to be a plumber. Go learn how to be an electrician. Learn how to be a plumber or a bricklayer, carpenter. Those jobs are not going away.
No.
And they pay great money. And you can do that in a year and a half, 2 years. And you're not going to be out near the money. You're going to be making money. Now, you may have to get your hands dirty. But some people that's what they love. And there's nothing wrong. We have created a generation to where they think something's wrong with getting your hands dirty. Or they look down on those jobs.
I am entitled. I don't have to do that.
Dude,
dirty
I
work.
needed a plumber here. And I called him. I said, look, I need a plumber. It was going to be a week before anybody could even come. I called 2, and I finally found one who could get here.
And who had the guy?
Yeah. No, your guy, I couldn't get him.
A guy.
You had a guy, but I called you first, but your guy was, he must be good because he was booked.
Good.
If they're good, man, they're making money.
If they instantly can come over to the house, you may want to say, I don't know.
I mean, there's great money to be made. And not everybody is cut out for college.
No.
They're not. We need more vocational schools in our state. We need it set up because I see these kids every day, and I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this, who are not interested one bit in academics. They're not.
Nope.
And they don't want to be there. And usually when they're like that, they're creating trouble and a disruption, and they're causing trouble for those who do want to be there. So why not offer them a vocational, a trade to where they can learn and say, look, bless their hearts, they don't want to be there. Put them in something that they are interested in, something that they can make a living doing.
Right.
That's a better education. Because we're letting everybody else take these jobs from us. And, and why? I don't want a welfare state. I don't want it.
Nope.
People need to work again. And we've got to give them, we have to equip them to be able to go out there. And I mean, my friend who works at Somerset Community College told me, this has probably been 10 years ago, that the average age then of most master plumbers were 55. Dude, they're all getting old. And a master plumber can make over $100,000 a year easy. And it takes a little while to get there, but once you do it, you get somebody else working under you. They're doing all the dirty stuff. You're making money on them. And it's a great living. Electricians, go learn how to work on these solar panels and things, all this stuff. Learn how to put the electric pumps in for these electric cars that they're going to make us take. There's a big infrastructure getting ready to come up. We need people who know how to do that stuff.
Absolutely. And my son
loves the volcano.
Yeah, the volcano. That's right up his alley, man.
Oh yeah.
It's probably sacrilege, but I've told my daughters, and college is for not necessarily how smart you are,
No.
but how hard you want to work.
Exactly.
I went to some fine institutions for education. A lot of that was theory.
Yep.
Okay. And a lot of that, my degree, I could just throw in a trash can until I stepped in the classroom for the first day and was able to apply life skills such as 75 to 80% of the kids being in poverty and them never expressing that in one class that I was at. When a professor stands up and says, the kids will do this when you say this, they are lying because they have no idea.
They've never been in a classroom.
Especially if they've never been in a classroom. If you get somebody like you and I, they would not want us teaching college classes because we would tell them how it is.
Yeah. I tell my high schools, because listen, I'm a first-year teacher.
Yep.
I'm 48 years old.
Yep.
I've worked all kinds of jobs in my life. I know what the real world is like, and I tell these kids, I'm like, if you don't get your head on straight, this world's going to eat you alive, man. And I'm going to be supporting your butt.
Yep.
So, you better be making some money, because when I retire, I want you paying.
Yeah, and I'm like you. I'm like you. College overrated in that sense, but it's also on some people as well. It's like I always cracked up at the non-teaching education degree.
Yeah.
What would you, or the philosophy degree? I'm like, what are y'all gonna do with that?
Philosophy.
You know what I mean? What are y'all gonna do with that?
You're just gonna sit and argue about
a bunch
nothing.
of weirdos sitting in a room.
Let's see that elephant over there. What should it be thinking?
I'm like,
Well,
no,
I mean,
just
ridiculous. And the sad thing is, and maybe I'm just wrong.
Well, you are most of the time.
But our universities are pushing socialism and communism.
Yep.
We know that. Not all, but a lot. And
we were really close to socialism at one point.
Yeah, and they are they get into these kids' head. They can get all this stuff for free. And I tell my students, I'm like, there's nothing in this world that's for free.
Nope.
You think you're going to go to college for free? They promise you free education.
Yep.
That's not free.
Nope.
I said, do you think the colleges aren't going to stop charging tuition? Do you think that the professors don't want their paychecks? And do you think that they're not going to build new buildings and all these other things?
Right.
No, they're going to charge more because the government is going to give them all the money they want, and then you're going to pay higher rates in taxes for the rest of your life.
Yes.
You'll pay more than what you would have if you would have just went to school.
Yes.
And school should not cost what it does now.
No.
These degrees, these universities, it's a joke what they're charging.
Yes.
And these textbooks are ridiculous that they charge students. I got my degree at Liberty University, and I want to give them a plug.
The Flames.
Yes, I got my degree online, and it was hard. They loaded me down with tons of work to do.
Sometimes those degrees are harder than the actual going to
But
class.
their credit hours were reasonable, but here was the cool thing. All of their books were included with my tuition.
Wow.
I did not pay extra for books. And you don't get that in a lot of places. And so I think I only had 2 actual. Well, no, I take that back. I had several real textbooks that came, but most that toward the end were just ebooks.
Right.
But it didn't matter. I didn't have to pay for those things.
Yeah.
But now I'm at another university working on my master's, and I'm having to pay extra for those books.
Yep.
And they're costly. They're ridiculously high.
Yep.
And for what?
Sometimes professors don't even use it but 1 or 2 times.
Yeah, well, mine have. We're supposed to read them. They go over them, but it is. I'm not going to say anything. It is what it is.
Yep. Folks, that was the first edition of Overrated, Underrated, or Push. If you enjoy, disagree, please comment on the Two Trophy Dads Facebook page. Folks, if you're looking for a high-quality pre-owned vehicle and service with a smile,
then you need to check out Mark Motors at 11770 North U.S. Highway 25E in Gray, Kentucky, 40734. Phone number, area code 606-528-0069.
Facebook page, markmotors-inc.com. That's MARKMOTORS-INC.com.
Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6.
Until next time, America.
Are we still recording?
Yes. Mark Motors.
Gray, Kentucky.